Now I want to talk about Drake. And this really disappointed me, man. This is one of those things that I wish wasn't true. Apparently, Drake never wrote Mob Ties. Yes, my favorite Drake track of all time. This is my favorite Drake track of all time. There's no other track that I like more. He never wrote it. In fact, Vori wrote the record, and a reference track leaked. Now, I'm going to let you guys listen to a little bit of the reference track. And yeah, we'll talk about it.
Hire shooter. You really be bitch. And I'm on my rich. I turn out the bitch. I turn out the bridge. It is what it is, sure. Black Porsche, cause that Lambo moving fast. Watch your homie if he moving on his ass. In the rocket and that bitch ain't got no tax. Louis bags in exchange for body bags. Yeah. I'm sick of these niggas. Hey, I'm sick of these bitches. Huh. Sire shooter. Huh. You really be bitches. Fuck what it was. Hey. It is what it is. Yeah. And I'm with the shits. It is what it is. And I'm so tired.
Now here's why this disappoints me a lot. Drake has had a lot of reference tracks come out, right? The Rico record, Quentin Miller wrote, Running Through the Six, Know Yourself, that record. What else? There's a bunch of little reference tracks. Jumbotron shit came out that Lil Yachty wrote it. Yeah, whatever. Those type of records, in my eyes, I can be like, you know what? I understand them. They're more melodic records. And yes, Mob Ties is more of a melodic track. But here's the issue with Mob Ties that I have an issue with. In my eyes, Mob Ties was this track that Drake cooked up after the Pusha T and Kanye West situation. Remember, 2018, Story of Adidon, Drake dropped Duppy, then Story of Adidon came out, then things kind of just stopped. Kanye had some issues with Drake as well. This track, Drake went on The Shop with LeBron and said, hey, instead of giving my energy to Pusha T and Kanye in this beef, I cooked up records, and I cooked up a song called Mob Ties, one of your favorite records, LeBron, because they talk about on the show, hey, it's one of my favorite records. And come to find out, and a source told me, this track was recorded way before the way before the Pusha T and Kanye West beef. So the lyrics aren't even directed at them. This is a track that I assumed was birthed with Drake having his back against the wall. That's why I put this track so high up in Drake's catalog of music. But this is just disappointing. This is a track that Kanye West said he was scared for his life because he got purple heart, purple devil emojis sent to him. And he heard the Mob Ties track. And Mob Ties is supposed to be this track about, you know, having Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. as a Mob Ties. Jay Prince Jr. has hashtagged the Mob Ties in his photos of Drake years before the Mob Ties track came out. This is supposed to be that track that, hey, Louis bags is changed for body bags, where people accuse Drake of allegedly having something to do with XXXTentacion's murder. This is supposed to be that track. Come to find out, Vori wrote it. Damn near the whole thing, too, word for word. This broke my damn heart because of all these reasons. Had it just been another track that came out, right? Melodic. It is a melodic track. Had it just been another melodic track that leaked, hey, reference track, I'd have been like, whatever, I don't care. But this ain't the same thing, guys. I can't defend this. I cannot defend this. And I love Drake and a lot of his music, but I can't defend this. This was disappointing to me. And I would not be surprised if we get more leaks of tracks like this. This is my favorite Drake track. And it's fake. All this energy you said I put into this track, all this stuff, my back against the wall, this is the type of music I came out with after all this Pusha T and Kanye stuff. It's fake. It's phony. He recorded it way before, come to find out. A lot of sources are saying that. I got some source saying that as well. So are we going to find out all of Drake, basically his whole career is phony? This guy's not even Jewish and an actor? We're going to find out this guy's lived in Britain with 21 Savage and they devised a plan to come here to America? What are we going to find out here? Like, this is ridiculous. I am disappointed because this track has a lot of ties, a lot of things in it, mob ties, no pun intended, that made me respect Drake at least a little bit out of the whole Pusha T thing. It made me look at him like, okay, you know what? Yeah, he might have lost that Pusha T battle, but at least he came out with some great music. At least it motivated him to deliver some great music. Come to find out, this track was recorded before the battle, and somebody else made the whole track for him. These are bars that, hey, we used to be friends. We're not friends anymore. That are directed at Kanye. That directed at anybody he has beef with. Disappointed, man. I'm very disappointed. I could defend those other tracks. I could defend them and say those are melodic records and this, and that, and they're not those 6 p.m. and this and 9 a.m. and 8 a.m., those like lyrical bar records. Hey, that's one thing, though, I can say is, hey, there's nothing lyrically so far has come out. It's been a lot of melodic things. But it's just disappointing because this song is tied to so many things. That's the disappointing thing. In my mind, I had this record as, damn, Drake had his back against the wall. And this is what he came out with, this hard-hitting record that I love. This is my favorite Drake song, period. Come to find out, phony. Vori wrote it, even though he's credited on the track. But just hearing it just disappoints me, man. Sad, man. I hope nothing else comes out with more reference tracks because this disappointed me to I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm just sad. That's all I am. I'm sad. All these reference tracks, but this one had to come out. This had to be a fake record. Shame on you, Aubrey. This could potentially ruin his career. And I mean, now it has me looking at him way different. Way different. Way different. Way different. Listen, we've had... I don't want to throw, but these artists never had records written for them. Listen, guys, when it comes to melodic pop records, I'm willing to bet 95% of rappers had help in a lot of melodic pop sounding records. I'm willing to bet that. Think about this, right? Somebody would probably throw Eminem at me. Nah, Eminem has never had that, right? Eminem got offered the See You Again record with Charlie Puth on the hook. With the beat written out, the hook already there. Got offered that track before Wiz Khalifa. 50 Cent mentioned this. And it was supposed to be Eminem 50 on the record. That's a melodic record, a pop record with the hook already in there. He didn't write that hook. Had he jumped on that track with that hook already in there, where people say, hey, this is not, blah, 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 even though it's somebody else singing it, still. There are things like that where hooks already written for people. I'm willing to let hooks, like if a rapper had a hook written for him, the hook is the melodic part. It's supposed to catch you. A lot of rappers struggle on that. I can accept that. A hook being written, it is what it is. That's cool to me for a rapper. Full-on verses, I can't accept. Like word for word, hell no. If you had a line helped from somebody in the studio, mind you, there are probably 10, 15, sometimes 20 people in the studio, man. You'll rap something that might not sound as good, and somebody will say, no, maybe you should twist this word into this. Is that really ghostwriting? Is that really doing anything? Nah, just helping somebody that can't get that little part to fit, that little piece of puzzle to fit. And I have no issue with that. But this hurt me. This hurt me bad, man. This hurt me bad. This is not it, man. Drake, I'm disappointed. Hopefully no other reference track comes out. If I find out that those lyrical schmirical ones that you got out, if those are reference tracks as well, then yeah, Drake's been phony this whole time. I'm going to look at Drake as a pop star and not as a rapper. And I know people are going to flood the comments and be like, oh, Drake has always been a pop star. Come on, guys. He's written records for other people. He's had a history of writing tracks. So I think the best way to tell if Drake's written something, and somebody said this on Twitter, is to see if there's a corny line in some of the verses. Because Drake always has these little corny lines. Like, what's that song? It's getting real oppy outside, poppy outside. It's getting real oppy outside. That's a corny line. Like, he has like these little corny lines in his verses. So maybe, that's a way to tell if he's written it or not. But this Mob Ties, it's got a corny line in there. I think, I am a da-da. I think he says some shit like that. I'm a da-da. I don't want some shit about da-da, and that was a corny line in the song. But other than that, it's a fire record, man. I'm just disappointed. Reference track, I'm disappointed, man. But, yeah, we'll keep our eyes posted. Hopefully no other reference tracks come out.